Well, today is a very special Garden Life, and thank you for your indulgence. Normally we put the Garden Life up on Sunday. Today you will see it on Wednesday. But I went home to Indiana recently, specifically to Zionsville to visit with my sister and her new husband, and to Fort Wayne, Indiana, where my young nephew just recently got married. He is the youngest son of my sister Barb, who's an ophthalmologist there, and it is her home and her husband Walt's home that I am featuring in today's episode. It's a little bit convoluted because I just took some snapshots, a little bit of video segmenting as I could in between all of the festivities, visiting with my brothers and sisters. It's not necessarily really well laid out, but it is joy-filled. It is filled with love. Yeah. And I thought it would also be fun if I introduce you to some of my siblings. Now, as kind of a legend, as kind of a guide for those of you who might be new to the channel, and if you are, please subscribe. I come from a very large family. I have 9 brothers and sisters. My first mother, who died when I was very young, she and my father had 7 children, and I am right in the middle of those 7 children. So those are the original 7, and then he subsequently got married, remarried again to my second mother. They immediately had a set of twins and 1 more. So you are going to see, I think, pretty much all of my family members, with the exception of my oldest sister Beth, who lives in South Korea, and another older sister Terry, who lives in North Carolina, and a brother who sadly passed at a young age. So other than that, you get to see a lot of my sibs, their kids, their spouses. It should be a lot of fun. There's no formal opening, there's no formal kind of ending. It just is what it is, but it is very filled with love. I thought you might enjoy it, and I especially thought you might enjoy getting a little glimpse of this very, very beautiful home built in the 1800s. So there you go. That is what's ahead today. I want to share with you, I am at my younger sister Barb's home right across from a cornfield. That's about as Hoosier as you can get here in Indiana. And she lives in a very old red brick home, and I can't remember exactly when it was built, but I'll find out. She and her husband are both tremendous gardeners. She is also an ophthalmologist, as are 2 of her children, and she is lucky because they all live here in Fort Wayne. But they have, oh my goodness, they have fruit trees, they raise bees, their garden in the summer is absolutely incredible. Able to grow annuals and perennials in a way that only someone who lives in a cooler climate that Oklahoma can. And in fact, for one of their daughter's weddings, they grew all of the flowers themselves, and they made all of the giveaways. They had homemade honey, bottles of homemade honey, and beeswax candles. And she's got a charming sitting area over here. So I may have to reorient myself to give you guys a different angle. They have lived in this beautiful home for many, many years. Look at the sky. And of course, one thing that always slays me when I come home to Indiana is just how gorgeous the trees are. And the foliage right now is beautiful. I know in some parts of the country, burning bush is invasive, but boy, they are stunning here, absolutely gorgeous. Look at these oak leaf hydrangeas in front of this sweet little picket fence. And one thing that always amazes me is when I am in this part of the country, really in many other parts of the country, is just how intact and unblemished the trees are. So that deciduous trees, when they lose their leaves, are equally as gorgeous in their skeletal form as they are when they're in full foliage, because the trees haven't suffered the kind of ice damage and wind damage that is so prevalent on the prairie where I live. And it is just truly a wonder and a thing of beauty to me. Now, isn't this home just amazing? So we've just been to her youngest son's wedding, and my video is not smooth, it's because I'm in heels. I'm in heels on top of her fescue lawn taking this video. But her youngest and the last one of her 3 children just got married. And most of my siblings, all but one, are here. All but 2 are here, I should say. And they are all at the church, and we're here a little bit early because we're going to have lunch here. And then the reception will be later this evening. I mean, look at that flat land across the street. She's right across the street from a cornfield. Now, I believe they added the garage later, but in keeping with the Victorian sensibility, look at the detail work on that back porch. And don't you love these windows? They're really amazing. And this charming, charming side porch. Boy, it's a gorgeous day. It's a brisk, kind of cold, but beautiful. And then there's this charming side patio with lots of boxwood and vinca minor. And boy, let me tell you, when things are in bloom here, it's truly spectacular. Now, I'm surprised she is able to grow lavender here so well, because it really, really gets humid here in Fort Wayne. But again, they're extraordinary gardeners. Yeah, you're doing this. You're on camera right now. So I wouldn't be me if I didn't bully my family members into being in a video. So say hello, girls. Hello. Okay, so Tracy in the cute, what are those, tomatoes? Those are tomatoes, apron. And Tracy, by the way, I have alluded to her in my videos before. She's an incredible cook. An incredible cook, as is Lee, so Tracy is my brother Dave's wife. Lee is my brother Martin's wife, and there'll be more husbands and wives to come because there's many more Mormons, aren't there? So, do you know when this house was built, you guys?
No, I didn't.
Does it have a plate on the front? I wonder.
It might. I should have looked, but I was too cold standing outside. But it's filled with primitives.
Yes.
Except for this modern kitchen over here, this modern Fisher-Price kitchen. Now this is very, very authentic. I mean, they have lots of antiques. There's an old bar in here. And look at these old back steps. Hopefully the light is bright enough in here. But look at these old back steps. And I think my second mother always had lots of primitives, so I think they may have inherited some of those from her. Let me go in here. This is, I think, only the second time I have been in this home. Now look at all of that honey over there. Look at all of the honey they've made. Can you hear all of my siblings arriving in the background? So if you are new to this channel, I am one of 10, and pretty much, I have two older sisters who are not here and a brother who passed, but all of my other siblings are here. Now look at this dining room. Is it not incredible? And just all very in keeping with the vintage of the house. Look at this corner cabinetry. Oh my goodness, look at those vintage Barbies up there. And come in here into the parlor. It's almost like going back in time. It's all extremely Victorian. Look at that fireplace. And the painted woodwork, I think, is just fascinating, is really, really interesting. And as if on cue. And then these windows look out towards the cornfield. Look at the window treatments. Aren't they incredible? And this would be the front door. Anne-Marie?
Yes.
Come here and be in a video.
Oh.
Yeah. And this is my adorable niece, Anne-Marie. She would be Lee's and Martin's daughter. And her boyfriend, Sam, just hid.
Get in this.
Yeah, get in this. You want to be famous. Say hello, world.
Hello, world.
Yeah, say hello to my channel, my
beautiful
YouTube
house here.
channel.
Yeah.
Well, it's not mine, it's my sister's, but isn't it incredible?
beautiful.
Well, you've been here many times.
I have, but it's actually been many years since my last time.
Has it
I was
really?
here, but I love it here.
Yeah.
They want to see the house, not us. So I'll let you get back to it.
Okay. Thanks for indulging me. Now, my sister has, let me think, 1, 2, 3, 4 grandchildren, I think, and maybe one on the way. Even though she's my younger sister, she got a head start on that. And then here I'll do a little bit more flashback in time. This is really flashback. This is kind of strange for me, you guys. So these pictures here, I have alluded to my first mother and my second mother. Well, my first mother died when I was 5, and this is a picture of my dad and my second mother's wedding. So this is her wedding album. And let me see. Oh my goodness. See if I can find, oh, look here. Look here, you guys. This is a picture of all of us. There were 7 children when my mom died, and my dad remarried, and this would be at the wedding with my second mother. I am there with the little dress with the flowers on it, of course. And shortly after they got married, we moved from Indianapolis to Tennessee. She was a beautiful, beautiful dresser. She also was a nun. When my dad married her, she was a surgical nurse, but she had been a nun. You can't make this stuff up. You really cannot make this stuff up. Look at my dad, all skinny and Mad Men-ish. Amazing. Okay, how cute is this? I love the fact that these dishes, these made by her children, hold pride of place in this antique cabinet with all of her crystal and fine china.
Did you hear those words, Brett?
It's very much a Germanic background to my family and to this community. Look at the stenciling on these steps. You can hear all the siblings in the background visiting, talking about the brats that we're getting ready to eat. Look at these blocks. Are these not deer? And then, as I told you, she's an ophthalmologist. So look at her collection of ophthalmology books. They just built a beautiful surgical center here. And as I said, she and her daughter and her son are all three ophthalmologists. This truly is a blast from the past. This radio was in our kitchen in Tennessee for many, many years, and we would listen to it while we did the dishes. Okay, look at this. It's very, lots of shaker notes. Look at this hat rack. And lots of samplers around here. Many, many samplers.
I made this.
You made that one? Okay.
And that little hat on the far left was Richard's.
Okay, Meg, stand here. This is my sister Meg. And point out again which one you made.
Oh, I made that for when
She made-
Barbara got married.
Okay. Wow. So much talent. So much talent in this family.
See, I have to talk out louder. I just don't get it.
Okay, Christy, say hello. So this is my niece Christy. This is the daughter of my sister Kay. She lives in Broken Arrow, and she's a doc, and she's very smart. And we call her Christy Bug. I'm sorry, Christy.
It's fine.
Doctor, we call her Dr. Christy Bug.
Source, I'm into that and pretty warm, but
All right.
Are you off? You're off. And my sister's a gal after my own heart, so I'm going to take off my heels, and I may have to slip into some of her garden shoes. Okay, so first you have to introduce yourself. This is my younger brother, Dave. You are just a year younger than I.
11 months.
11 months, lives in,
Overland Park, Kansas.
and he is a, what do you call it, a winophile? Oh, well, anyhow,
Wine aficionado.
A wine aficionado, and he makes his own wine.
Yes.
And let me tell you, this isn't your average homemade wine. It is very, very good.
We've
what's
got
this?
Approximately 20 in our group. We select our wines, and we will custom blend certain wines. But it's a group of about 20 guys.
Yeah?
We get together, we imbibe in our own wine, cheese, crackers,
Yep.
charcuteries, and
And what was when you came, you brought me something that I loved. It wasn't the Riesling, because that's
Wasn't the
sweet. I think it was the
Riesling.
Sauvignon Blanc.
it might have been,
I think it was the Sauvignon
and
Blanc.
there were two kinds of Sauvignon Blanc. There's the
Yeah.
Cabo.
Pretty incredible.
Yes, very good. So I brought some for the wedding couple, and I brought some for Barb and Walt.
And what about your sister Linda?
You got yours in March. But we can
No
arrange
double
for-
dipping.
We can arrange
No
for
double
delivery.
dipping.
I think Barb said we could open these today.
Oh, good.
So
Okay,
if you want a
okay.
sample, we can do that. And then,
Okay.
did you get a
No, I didn't
sample
get
of
any
the
of that.
dessert wines?
No.
These are really good. Brownies with ice cream on them, and then drizzle
it's
some
really
of this
yum.
chocolate
Okay.
raspberry. We also do an orange chocolate that's delicious as well. So a lot of fun. Great for gifting to family.
Yep.
Great to give away.
Yeah,
over
whenever
the holidays.
David and Tracy come and visit, he always brings wine, which is always a welcome gift.
Yes.
Talk to me, brother.
So I am Linda's younger brother, Martin. This is my beautiful wife, Lee.
Yes, you've met Lee, and this is Meg's twin.
Yes.
This is Meg's twin,
I
and
like to say Meg's my twin.
Meg is your twin. Well, all I know is that they are. Ooh! Somebody just stepped on the dog, and this is my sister-in-law Becky. She is the wife of my younger brother TR, and TR lives in Jasper, and Martin lives in Carmel and works for Eli Lilly,
Yes.
for whom my dad worked for
37 years.
37 years. So,
I'm
yes.
35.
You're at 35. Are you trying to beat his record?
I may tie his record.
You may tie his
I'm
record.
gonna find out how many days he worked after 37 years and
After-
just quit on that.
Yeah, yeah. And they're all
Who wants
probably
to win? Just tie.
just tie.
I'll
Yes,
tie.
that's good enough. That is good enough.
Don't
And
post this though, because then people at work will be.
no, they won't. And Becky I am the only slacker when it comes to cooking because everybody else in my family is just. They are incredible cooks, and not me. Not me. No, I used to be a good cook. I just don't do it as much anymore. But I'm trying to get my mojo back.
I have Tom to do that, so I don't need to.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Joey has
Oh, and speaking of, okay, come
amazing
over here.
palate.
Okay, and here we have the rest of this family. So this is my younger brother. Say hello, everyone. This is my younger brother, TR, the ham in the family. And this is his son Joey and his daughter Reagan. Hello. And there you have the fam.
Ham is much like bacon. Everybody
Yeah.
loves bacon.
Hubs, are you going to allow yourself to be on camera? Just one time. Just one time. And this is Hubs. Say hello. You may never see him again. And this is the father of the groom. This is the father of the groom, Sir Walter, and beekeeper extraordinaire, gardener extraordinaire, a true Renaissance, and just a husband and a true Renaissance man. So, I need to find the father of the groom, or the mother of the groom, rather. Have you been married then longer than any of the other siblings? 39, really? And this is my sister Barb. This is their beautiful home that I have been recording. And when was it built, you guys?
1885.
Wow.
You can see the date in the transom above the.
And it is considered Victorian?
Italianate Victorian.
Italianate Victorian. And you have lived here for how many years?
29.
29?
Isn't it? 80, 94. So I think that's right.
Yeah, we Mormons, when we move into a house, Mormon being my maiden name, and when we live someplace, we make a commitment, don't we? We're there when we move into a home, we stay there for a long time. And happily, we also keep our spouses.
Hey, we got really
Well, yeah. Well, there's still time.
Explicit.
What you need explicit? Okay, this is my beautiful niece Erin, son of Martin and Lee, and she lives in Pennsylvania. Tell us what you do.
I live in Philly. I work at the Children's Hospital. I'm a psychologist. Yeah.
And maybe are you going to be the next on the altar? Do you think? You don't know? I'm
You're getting the, these are
I'm not getting specific. This is
had my screen time.
This is a generic. They're sisters. No, I'm asking everyone who is not married. Just it's not anything targeted. It's not anything targeted, is it, Lee? Just everyone who's not married is just getting.
maybe her. Maybe who's next on the
Yeah, he's next on the altar.
What I walk into.
I know.
The boys aren't here.
Yeah, no pressure here. No pressure here. And Anne Marie, tell us where you live and what you do.
I live in Indianapolis, and I'm in marketing for a financial services company.
Well, and you are one of how many grandchildren did my mom and dad have?
I could not give you an accurate
I
number.
think there were 25.
Yeah, I knew it was somewhere mid-20s, but
Yeah,
we'd have to put pen to paper and
yeah.
figure that out.
Yeah.
But quite a few of us, so many that you can't keep count.
And you are, how old are you compared to Johnny and Jamie?
I'm 27.
You're
No, I'm
okay.
26.
Okay, so they're just a little bit older than you guys. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
We're on the lower end.
Yeah, on the lower end.
Yes.
Okay. Well, there's enough grandkids to go around.
There sure are. Lots of interviews.
I believe there's so many, I wouldn't know what to choose from.
The one at the very end, under the ice there.
IPA?
Yep, that's me.
There you are.
It's got a dog in it. I like dogs.
Leave it to TR to go for a brew.
Hey,
I think an IPA too, if we're doing easily accessible.
I got you.
This is what you call a real family dinner. In the most organized garage you'll ever see. And this is where all the food has been set up. This isn't the formal reception. This is just for a family get together right after the wedding. But I mean, look at all this. And of course, it wouldn't be a German gathering if there weren't brats. So we've got incredible brats in here. And I don't know if it matches, but brats and guac will always be at a Mormon gathering. Hey, Claire, you and Gahad have not been in my video yet. So yes, so you both have to be in it.
Oh, what's this for?
Okay, so this is for my YouTube channel. So say hello. Say hello. So this is my brother Martin's third daughter, youngest daughter, aka Claire Bear.
Baby of the Mormon
The
family.
baby of the Mormon family, and this is her boyfriend,
This is Gahad.
Gahad. And where are you guys? What are you doing now?
So I work with individuals on the autism spectrum in Fishers, Indiana. Yeah, living pretty close to home.
And I get paid to be your boyfriend.
Best couple ever.
I'm a civil engineer in Indianapolis.
And okay, both of you have to talk a little bit louder because so you are teaching deaf and autistic children. What did you say?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm teaching individuals on the autism spectrum and behavioral intervention.
Okay, and Gahad, you're engineering.
Civil engineering in Indianapolis.
Well,
You got a smarty over here.
you got a smarty. Well, there's lots of smarty Mormons and lots of smarty Gahads, and just we keep good company, don't we?
yes.
Okay, thank you for humoring me.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, and here's my brother Dave again, aka the winemaker. Here's my sister Kay. She is the only other Okie that is here, and her kids live where? Tell us. I don't.
Washington, D.C. and Broken Arrow, Oklahoma.
Okay.
Stephen lives by us in Lake.
Yeah. So we've met Christy. We haven't met. Beatrice isn't here, and Jenny isn't here, and Leah's not here. So she's got.
Continuing to video while we're still
As I said, there was no formal ending to that. It's just a hodgepodge of things. But because I know you will ask, where do I fall in the family? Well, the only way I can ever figure it out is if I go Beth, Terry, Joe,
You
Kay,
were literally
Linda.
just figuring it out a second
I
ago.
always have to say Beth, Terry, Joe, Kay, Linda. That's me, Dave, Barbie, Martin, Meg, and Tom.
Whew.
And then there were 10. So there you go. We moved around a lot. I was born in Indiana, but my father worked for Eli Lilly, and hence very, very much the Indiana presence there. I didn't live there for any length of time, but I guess I am originally from there, though I consider myself a proud Okie now. So if you've got any questions, definitely put them in the links below. You can comment, but I hope you can see that my family is very close, given the fact that we are geographically disparate. We are everywhere, literally around the world. The kids are even farther than that. But we are a pretty close-knit family. We all keep together in a sibling text. And that is my question of the day for you at the end. If you are from a large family, from a small family, from any size family at all, how do you keep in touch so that you've got a little bit of an idea of what goes on in the day-to-day of those that you are close to and that are your blood relatives? I would be fascinated to know. So with us, it's a sibling text. What is it for you? So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this. It's a departure from what we normally do, but it is personal, and I hope it does give you a little glimpse into our lives. So I will see you next week. Take care.